Hey guys, this beautiful clutter mess is basically the combo video, and I'm gonna break down different sections here and show you what you could do with Lightsworn Dragon Ruler because the deck is dumb. Yeah, I just said that. The deck is really dumb. Alright, so one of my favorite things is, say we have an Eclipse Wyvern that's banished out, okay, he's banished out, you got your JD, you got your whatever to your hand, and there's JDs in your graveyard, you need them back, right? One of my favorite things is to have a wolf in graveyard, any level 4, Lightsworn, doesn't matter, I'm just using wolf because he's one of my favorites. Lumina to Lumina to Lumina to wolf, Eclipse effect will banish out a JD or whatever, right? Or JD's in your graveyard, doesn't really matter. Or once you have this set up, right? Like once you have this set up, or it could just be 2 Luminas in this, it doesn't really matter, okay? This is just flexibility wise. You can also throw Crane in, Tour Guide, whatever you prefer to do this with. But you can go straight into a Leviair. Leviair will net you the Eclipse Wyvern, and then the Eclipse Wyvern will help you go into Recycle mode, Setup mode, or Utility, whatever you prefer. Now the reason I show these 3 over anything else is because of the Dragon Rulers themselves. Allows me to bring out 3 of the 4 just from these alone. So I'm going to bring back Dagusto Emerald, I'm going to recycle, my grave, whatever, and say Tempest is in there, right? And I have a JD in hand, and my opponent's life points are at like 5,000, right? So these guys don't exist right now, not sound that way. Then I'm going to summon JD, blow up the field, Eclipse effect, so I send another JD, or even if it's at 8,000, that's how easy this is, I swear. And you will get this set up quite a bit because of how fast the deck is. And then you can banish out, win Dragon, summon Tempest, get to hand, summon JD. Oh no, my opponent dropped Battle Fader. That's cool. Overlay JDs into Felgram. Seems legit. Later on, like, you get 2 4s on the on the field, or you do one of my favorite combos, which is the most hilarious thing in the world to me. To me, it's the most hilarious thing in the world. I think we'll do it this way. Just for example, any level 4 monster throughout the whole deck, right? We had this set up, and we need to get the JDs back in the deck. These guys are on the field. We need to get those JDs back. And these are your 3 cards. You're like, I can't do squat with this. Oh wait, I can. Pitch. Get level 4. Doesn't matter which one, because that's your Monster Reborn setup. Summon your other level 4, overlay, go to Dagusto Emerald, recycle the first Dagusto Emerald that's in your graveyard, recycle the JDs that are in your graveyard, and because at this point, if you're doing this, then your deck count should be pretty low. Pray that you draw a JD or just Dragon Ruler, Dragon Ruler Lightsworn spam, whatever you gotta do. Preferably what I would do is not, like, if I was using Eclipse, I'd send Eclipse and then get the banish and then banish Dragon Ruler and summon JD. I win game, I'm a good player. It's really easy and not that hard to do. Between this and the dual videos, you should pretty much have everything down that you'll need. Any Dragon Ruler plus Debris equals Star Eater, we're aware of that, Ryu. But anything like this setup basically allows you to sync for a Black Rose and then overlay the Black Rose into a Big Eye, just in case you get into those kind of situations, which there have been times I've gotten into that situation, and it's pretty hilarious. The other one is basically just have like 2 card troopers and then overlay them to like a Zen mains or whatnot. It's really not that hard to play this deck, and there's really not too much to explain. Like, say if there was like scraps, you have more options. These guys are pretty straight on, but one of the other things is, like, okay, you summon this guy, you have Eclipse in the graveyard, and you don't have no Dragon Ruler. So you special this guy out, you target one of their face downs by banishing, and then you get that lovely JD straight into your hand, and then you just win game. It's pretty easy to do everything. It's a lot of abuse, and a lot of people will tell you, but there's not enough dragons. There are enough dragons, and if you need more dragons, you just play this card here. You'd be like, I take my dragons back, I stick them back in my graveyard, I use them again. If you get into a dead hand, back in light everything, get your lights that you want, and then redo everything. Or Needlebug Nest to set up, or Monster Reincarnation to send to the graveyard. This deck is something else, and you will top regionals with it if you have a good side deck. It comes down to the side deck. So what would I suggest that you side deck? Well, one of the biggest cards I'm going to tell you to side deck is the Abyss Dweller. The flexibility between this, and probably Zephyros the Elite, so you can abuse the deck a little bit further. It seems crazy to have that, like, why Zephyros? Because you bounce the Dragon Ruler to hand, so you get Zephyros to field, you summon level 4, and you go to town on them with Abyss Dweller. And, pardon me, you're probably saying, but really there's no defense. That's cool, we could play defense, we could play Threatening Roar. Just slow them down. That's all it really matters, is just slowing them down. The other thing you can also side deck when it comes down to this is Royal Decree. Royal Decree I don't main deck because I like my Beckonings. So it comes down to very much knowing when to Digusto Emeralds. You're gonna need it if you're running this deck. You need at least one. You can get away with one. I like two, but that's just, you know, me being preference wise. Stick that back over there. A few other things. Extinctionite. You're not always going to be going into this, but when you do and when you can, it's hilarious. Take out all the back row and then just wait a turn. So because my battery died, level chain at 2 is just preference, but that's pretty much it for the combo video. If you like what you see, make sure to leave a like, thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe for more if you haven't already, and leave a comment. I'll catch you next video. I'm Reed for the TheYugiohCouncil. Thanks for watching. Peace.